Renato Sanchez has signed for PSG, and it's here we go from Fabrizio Romano in there for you, which creates room for a player who goes by names of Jorginho Wijnaldum to go away at a side which goes by names of Roma on loan. Then we are talking Ancelotti Caro, the manager of Real Madrid, telling us that Eden Hazard is not for sale and is not going to buy a striker and is planning to play Eden Hazard as a center, as a false nine this season. Then Barcelona are really trying to pursue the captain of Chelsea, Azpilicueta Caesar, and Chelsea is wanting or demanding 10 million euros. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is our second video of the day and we'd like to spice it up very well because we first started with a video of Arsenal where you guys are really showing it mad love, and we are saying obviously let's chip in something that is not Arsenal in there for you because this channel is so much universe in here. So smash the like button, comment and share. If I told you guys are watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Renato Sanchez, it's a here we go, and Fabrizio Romano has announced it. Remember, a story was out yesterday that Renato Sanchez was one of those midfielders that United were looking at as far as the central midfield is concerned, if at all the De Jong deal does not materialize. And I told you on my sister channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel, that watch, keep an eye onto Renato Sanchez. His agent might be putting out this story to see to it that he really quickens up the deal to PSG or in the team that we're going to need him for you. And finally, that is exactly what has happened. Obviously, Renato Sanchez has now gotten his ideal move to PSG and everything is done. And I think it was Sterling somewhere and the agent really put out a story on Sky Sports and PSG said, oh, United might go in and really get in this player because it's cheap. And let's really complete the signing of Renato Sanchez. So Fabrizio Romano has told us that Renato Sanchez to PSG, here we go. Full agreement reached for 15 million euros. Fee after deal at final stages yesterday night. Medical tests scheduled for Renato Sanchez in Paris. Personal terms agreed long time ago, so Luis Campos signs the player he wanted since day one in there for you. So it looks like they had agreed personal terms, but I think Gatla, the new manager of PSG, was having issues with Renato Sanchez. But obviously the football director Campos has really won over, because in teams like PSG, they put up a technical director to build a system on which they want their club to be playing in. You get? So the manager will always be someone to take care of the players they will bring him, because they've built up a system and they bring you as a manager to fit in those players. So this shows you that Renato Sanchez is leaving a side which goes by names of Lille. Is it Lille? And is playing and is going to be playing for PSG next season for you. But the big question is, where does he fit in the midfield of PSG? Because they're having Verratti, they're having Paredes, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Ander Herrera, Idrissa Gueye. Which other player do I have in the midfield? They have like 6-7 midfielders in there for you that are really being paid highly. They're on ridiculous wages, astronomical wages, if I'm to really bring it out in a proper way or manner. So that leaves us in a very big that leaves us with very big questions in there for you, asking ourselves, where are these players going to go? Obviously, we know that Idrissa Gueye, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Paredes, and Ander Herrera have been put on sale on market and they are traded everywhere. Jorginho Wijnaldum has really secured his loan to AS Roma after really telling them that, please, I want my salary. 10 million euros per year, that's the salary I'm wanting. And PSG said, all right, we are going to pay that money and AS Roma will pay part of it, but the biggest percentage will belong to us and we pay you. He's now going to AS Roma. Idrissa Gueye, we are really hearing stories that he's going to Everton. Frank Lampard is interested in him. I think he came in from Everton before he went that side, so he's returning home. Obviously, he knows what the trophies are all about. Then Paredes is being traded to Juventus, Manchester United, and which other team? I think there are 3 teams they're trading Paredes to, but I will believe that Paredes is one of a very good midfielders and very many teams will go in for him because he's really talented and he's a certified top class player in there for you. But they're really getting these players out to really create space for Renato Sanchez and very many other central midfielders they're really eyeing to bring in at the club. Ander Herrera, we don't know where he's going, but they've told him you are not part of our plans and he must look for a club elsewhere to go in and play. Remember, he left Manchester United on a free in 2020. it was 2019, he left because United couldn't really give him the deal he wanted. He wanted a 4-year deal, and he wanted an increment to £200,000 a week, and United said no. But you may believe that that was a very big mistake made by United, because he was really a very good midfielder that was playing box-to-box role either for you, and he could always sit into that midfield pivot, and he was really one of the best players that we had, good at getting that ball from the back four and then passing it through the central axis of the pitch. And remember, he was press resistant. No press could really make him fidget with the ball or really put a blind pass, because he was so much pressed by the team or the opponents in the field. So that is the man who goes by names of Ander Herrera. But good thing is that Renato Sanchez has left for PSG, and a medical is going to be carried out very soon in here, and we'll be here letting you know that it's obviously done. But Fabrizio Romano has announced Renato Sanchez deal to PSG. It's a here we go, and he doesn't hit a miss. Obviously, this deal has happened, and welcome Renato Sanchez to a team which goes by the names of PSG. Then let's get to the story of the day. It's all about a player who goes by the names of Cesar Azpilicueta. Cesar Azpilicueta has already agreed personal terms with Barcelona. He wants to leave a side which goes by the names of Chelsea to Barcelona in the for you. This is going to be the third defender leaving a side which goes by the names of Chelsea after Antonio Rudiger and Christensen, who went to Real Madrid and Barcelona respectively. So Cesar Azpilicueta wants to leave, but Chelsea are really having bad blood with Barcelona. Barcelona really hit them on the head with a big hammer blow on the deals of Joel Skon and Rafinha, and Chelsea believe that they should pay for it, though Chelsea now also want Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona in the for you. But news coming in from Barcelona indicates that Chelsea are demanding 10 million euros from Barcelona for the services of Cesar Azpilicueta, yet Barcelona want to pay 8 million euros in there for you. So it's there hanging in balance. Will Barcelona really let this deal happen? Because Xavi is wanting Cesar Azpilicueta to play as his right back at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona, deputized by Sergio Roberto. That's how he really wants to play as a right back at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. But as things stand, everything is not going on as planned by Chelsea, because they want to bring in another right back who goes by Kyle Walker-Peters, and that's why they've told Barcelona that we are willing to sell you this player at 10 million euros, but confirm to us that you're going to take this player and getting us that money. Then we'll go in for a replacement of Azpilicueta in the names of Kyle Walker-Peters. Then we'll let him go to where you guys want in there for you. So Cesar Azpilicueta to a side which goes by the names of Barcelona is on, but it's Barcelona stalling this deal. If they really tell Chelsea that you're going to pay you 10 million euros, obviously the player will be on the go and will be really put up in the for you, and green light will be given to a side which goes by names of Barcelona to sign a player who goes by names of Cesar Azpilicueta in there for you. Our story of the day, not of the day in this episode, because we are still busy and bringing you more news. Real Madrid will not sign a backup striker this summer. Carlo Ancelotti plans to use Eden Hazard as a striker in order to give Karim Benzema a rest either for you. Obviously, when you are having a player who is 30, is it 33 years of age, 34 years of age, who really played very many games last season, don't expect him to come in this season and don't get an injury. And the best way to reserve him is by not playing him game in, game out. And this is what Carlo Ancelotti has said, that I'm planning to really rest Benzema by using Eden Hazard in some games as a false nine. I saw him play as a false nine in the game of Barcelona versus Real Madrid, an El Clasico that was played in Las Vegas, that is America, and Barcelona won that game by 1-0. It was scored by the new signee from Leeds, Rafinha. Who has reported this story? It's Diarios in the EU. I think they're really a very big source coming in from Spain in the EU, and they're telling us that Ancelotti is not planning to really sign a striker either for you. But this comes out to counter a story that Benjamin Sesko has really chosen United over a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid, and Real Madrid don't want to hear that a player has really said no to them. Remember, it has already happened to them this season after a player who goes by the names of Kylian Mbappe said no to them and really telephoned Perez Quiroz and told him, please, I'm not coming that side. I'm staying at PSG, respectively, because they had an agreement in place, and he was so much blamed the president of Real Madrid, Perez, for not really signing a pre-contract with Karim Benzema, with Kylian Mbappe to really bring him at Manchester United. The former president of Real Madrid said he really did a very big mistake, because for me, when I was bringing Ronaldo, Cristiano from Manchester United, I really did a pre-contract and agreed on £80 million from Manchester United to Real Madrid. That's the price that we paid for that player, and I really made sure we signed a pre-contract. So he was so much criticized for not really putting pen to paper as in a pre-contract to see to it that his player doesn't really make a U-turn in there for you. And finally, because he never put a pre-contract on the table to be signed, the player did a pre-contract, the player did a U-turn, and everything never went on as planned. So as we speak right about now, a team which goes by the names of a team which goes by the names of Real Madrid don't have another player to deputize Karim Benzema, and they only have Eden Hazard to come in and play as a false number 9, which is not something that is well deserved, but obviously you have to find a solution to the problems that your team is having, and the manager is sure that they will go ahead and play and have a successful season without another center forward, with Karim Benzema leading the line and sometimes Eden Hazard doing the role of a false 9 in those games. Karim Benzema is not going to start. Hazard left Chelsea and he was sold expensively to a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. Don't shut number 7. He was really referred to as a replacement of Cristiano Ronaldo, but things never went on as planned, and he is a flop according to me. The season has been there. Injuries have been part of him, and that's how we are describing his season, or his spell at Real Madrid, that has been covered of lots of inconsistencies and injuries in the field. But he said he is coming back full and better. Rumors had it that he was going to be sold at the beginning of this summer, and he said, I'm here to really go ahead and really fight for a position. Remember, he's the highest paid player at Real Madrid right about now. He earns close to £410,000 a week. That is Eden Hazard. So guys, feel free to let me know what you think about Eden Hazard playing as a false 9 at Real Madrid. Do you think we really get his shine back? Because by the time he left Chelsea, he was really one of those players that we are talking about that is world class and top class. You know that very well. He was on the talk of everyone, and he went to Real Madrid and everything backfired. Then secondly, we've talked about Azpilicueta, 10 million euros demanded by Chelsea from Barcelona. We are waiting to see how this is going to happen in the for you. Joan Laporte being requested to get in 10 million euros for Azpilicueta. For him, he values him at 8 million pounds. Sorry, at 8 million euros. Will Xavi really put up some pressure to get in this player? We are waiting and waiting to see what is going to happen, and you will commit no crime by really telling me what you think about that deal of Azpilicueta to Barcelona. Then lastly, Renato Sanchez linked to Manchester United yesterday, and finally he has made it to a side which goes by the names of PSG. Here we has been announced by Fabrizio Romano, and we are really waiting to see what is going to happen after this deal is done and dusted from PSG. I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on the daily. I sign out for now. See you later. Second video of the day. More 3 are coming. Just keep yourself tuned onto this channel, Rokani Media Football.